Okay, let's go.
All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to tackle the single biggest thing that holds most traders back. And no, it's not their strategy, it's their own psychology. So, let's talk about how you can finally get a grip on your emotions and trade with some real discipline.
Let's just ask the big question right up front, the one that's probably been driving you nuts. After all the hours you've spent staring at charts, after all the strategies you've tried, why are you still losing money? It's a tough spot to be in, but the answer, well, it might not be what you think.
And there it is, the hard truth. For most struggling traders, the problem isn't the X's and O's of their strategy. It's that deep, gut-level emotional connection we all have to money. You know, you need it for rent, for groceries, for life, and the second you bring that need, that desperation into the markets, you've already lost. Which brings us perfectly to our first section, what I'm calling the money trap. We're going to break down exactly why trying to trade for money you absolutely have to have is a one-way ticket to failure.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? When you're trading to pay next month's rent, every single tick that goes against you feels personal. It feels like an attack. And what happens? You ditch your plan, you start making decisions based on fear, and fear is a terrible, terrible trading coach.
Look at the difference here. It's night and day. On the left, you've got trading from need. Your focus is just on survival, your actions are totally emotional and desperate, and no surprise, the outcome is you just keep losing. But now, look at the right. When you shift to treating trading as a skill, everything changes. Your focus is now on executing your plan. Your actions become patient and disciplined, and that's where the potential for actual long-term profit starts to show up. It's a total mindset shift.
So, how in the world do you make that shift? Well, that's what Section 2 is all about. Build your foundation first. This is about creating a firewall, both financially and mentally, that completely separates your trading from your day-to-day survival.
And it really comes down to these two steps. And listen, these are non-negotiable. Step 1, you need a stable income, a job, a business, something that pays the bills. This takes all the pressure off your trading account. And step 2, you have to prove to yourself that your strategy actually works on a demo account first, where there is zero risk. You got to prove you can walk before you try to run.
And let's be super clear about what a demo account is really for. It's not just a toy, it's a training ground. It's a lab where you can build your skills and your confidence, completely separated from the emotional chaos that comes with real money being on the line. You see, when you follow these steps, the whole point of trading flips on its head. Money is no longer this desperate gamble on a single trade. Instead, it becomes the natural result, the reward, for applying a proven skill over and over again. You're betting on your discipline, not just on luck.
Okay, but what if you've done all that? You've got the job, you were great on the demo account, but the second you go live, those emotions just come roaring back. What do you do then? That's what we're covering in Section 3, practical tactics for taming those emotions in the heat of the moment.
And hey, if this is you, don't feel bad. This is probably the most common problem in trading. You do everything right on paper, but when real money is at stake, your heart starts pounding and you just make dumb mistakes. You're not alone, and there are ways to fight this. First, you've got to know your enemy. Do any of these look a little too familiar? Using way too much leverage, trying to make it all back in one shot. How about getting angry after a loss and jumping right back in? Revenge trading. Or the classic, moving your stop loss further away, just praying the market will turn around for you. These are the sins of an emotional trader, plain and simple. So here's an incredibly powerful, practical fix. It's called the set and forget method. It's so simple. You do your analysis, you place your trade, you set your stop loss and your take profit, and then, and this is the most important part, you walk away. Seriously, close the laptop, turn off your phone. You have to remove yourself from the equation so your emotions can't sabotage your well-thought-out plan.
And the logic here is rock solid. Think about it. Your plan was made when you are calm, rational, and objective. Any decision you try to make while you're watching that little green and red candle wiggle up and down, that decision is going to be emotional, and it's probably going to be wrong. Trust the version of you that made the plan in the first place.
And here's another huge piece of that. Once you're in a trade, stop analyzing. Stop looking at the charts, because I promise you, you'll start to see things that aren't there. You'll convince yourself to get out of a good trade too early or stay in a bad one too long. It's called analysis paralysis, and it will destroy you.
Now, all these tactics are great, but they all lead up to the final, most important piece of this whole puzzle. In this last section, we're moving beyond just tactics and into forging a true, disciplined mindset. This right here is what separates the pros from everyone else.
This slide really shows the two paths you can take. On one side, you've got the unprofitable trader. Their mindset is all about gambling, getting rich quick. Their actions are emotional and impulsive. On the other side, the profitable trader. They treat this like a business, a skill. Their actions are disciplined and consistent, day in, day out. That's the goal. That's where you want to be.
In the end, it really just boils down to these three things, the three pillars of profitability. Number 1, you have a plan, your edge, and you follow it, no exceptions. Number 2, you use strict risk management on every single trade. And number 3, you have the unbreakable discipline to actually do those first two things, every single day, whether you feel like it or not.
And this leads us to the final, hard truth. If you have a proven strategy, but you're still not making money, the market isn't the problem. Your strategy isn't the problem. The problem is you. It's a lack of discipline, a lack of self-control to simply do what you already know you should be doing.
So I want you to burn this quote into your brain. Make it your mantra. It's not if the market is good or if my strategy works out. It is simply if I stay disciplined, I will turn profitable. All of the power is in your hands.
So that's what it all comes down to. You have the blueprint. You understand the psychology, you have the tactics to fight your emotions. The entire path to becoming a calm, process-driven trader is laid out for you. So the only real question left is, are you disciplined enough to actually walk it? Thanks for tuning in.